There's only one name for this bug eye, Lazarus. This bug eye is about as dead can be, and since Christ don't do cars, that pretty much leaves it up to me, with the support of you folks. Two things. First thing you'll notice is some of this is painted black. It's going to be a while before any of the rest of this gets worked on, and even though I had got all of the rust off all this, you can see it's rusted back up. So I don't want that rusting up while I'm waiting and working on everything else. So that's why some stuff's painted black. The next thing is I've got a little piece right down here that goes across here that attaches all of this down to this that I've got to weld on. So that's what I'm going to do right now. All right. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. For less than the price of a cup of coffee each month, you can support this project as a member on Patreon. See the links in the description below. All right, that should have gotten that piece in there when I want it. Now, take that out, grind those off, and fit the other pieces together with it. And that recording. And for those of you wondering what I'm doing, weld-through primer is great, except when you go to plug up holes, it's a little nasty trying to get the holes totally plugged up. It will eventually do it, but if you scrape off the weld-through primer in those few little areas, I suppose you could use regular primer and scrape it off also, but the one thing the weld-through primer does is because it's got zinc in it, it tends to maintain electrical continuity between the two pieces, and regular primer may not do that. Done that side already, pretty much done everything else already. Thing I'm going to do is just finish welding this around in there and this around in there, and then beat the hell out of the piece to get it kind of flattened out a little bit, because every time you weld it shrinks the metal. Not a metallurgist, so I can't tell you why, but I have my suspicions. It's a bloody communist plot is what it is. Told you I was going to beat the hell out of it. It ain't pretty, but pretty sure it's going to hold. I think some might say it's downright ugly. Yeah. It's warped a bit. All I can see is shit happens. Not exactly oil canning, I can tell you that, so that'll buff out. That's no problem. Next step is to grind that down and reprime it and get it ready for welding everything else together. Okay, my plan is to weld this into this, then weld this assembly into the car, so I have access to these holes here, and then I will weld the top panel on in the car. For all this welding stuff to work, you need to have a good ground, and I got paint and primer all over everything. So let's see if I've got a good ground. Let's see, I want to hit here. Yep, that looks good. That looks good. That looks good. Okay. This piece is in here just to hold things in position while I weld the rest of this up. Once I weld it up, I'll pull this out and then I'll weld in the piece down at the bottom, which you can't see. Maybe I'll grab a little camera and take a shot of that at the appropriate time. And then we'll go on to bigger and better things and weld that top piece in. Sometimes it just takes a minor amount of delicate adjustment. I'm not going to hit every hole tonight. I'm just going to hit enough to hold it in place. The hole is on the bottom side of this. When I get the car on the rotisserie, I'll get the pieces, the holes that are down here. This will be good enough for right now. Time to do the battery hold downs. I suppose logically I probably should have waited and done those on until I'd ground this down, but I think I can reach it to grind, so I'm not going to worry about it. I want to get it done. Ignore the big ugly welds. Ignore the mess. Remember, it's all going to be ground down. And it's going to have steam filler over most of these areas. Like I said before, the bottom part down there, I will get that. This bottom part down in here, I will get that when I get the car up on the rotisserie. Next thing I'm going to do is put in pieces that go here, here, on each side to get the rusted out spots here taken care of, and try to get the engine well good enough. I'll still have to figure out what to do about this little panel right here. I actually thought that that was for the windshield wipers, but windshield wipers here and here, what on earth are those for? Anybody knows, please let me know, because I can't think of any reason for those to be in there other than to just stiffen that up. Let's see how long this all took. Oh, 1 hour. I had an hour and 17 minutes on this camera, and I now have 17 minutes. So thank you very much, folks. Stay tuned. Sorry about the way I look, folks. It's the best I get. Not quite. I mean, I'm kind of nasty and grungy from crawling all over this damn thing. Got grinding left to do on it. And like I said, some of these welds are going to be taken care of when I can put the car on the rotisserie, flip it over when I'm putting in the new floor pans and stuff, simply because it'll be easier to get to them at that point. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, subscribe, share. It really helps a lot if you folks will just reach down there and click that like button. The algorithms on Patreon and YouTube both depend upon how many likes do you get and whether or not people make comments and interact with you on your videos and stuff. So a lot of people are watching, but I'm not getting a lot of likes or a lot of even not likes. I mean, likes are a lot better than not likes, but if there's things that you know that I'm doing wrong, and I haven't said I'm doing them wrong, please share that so that other people can learn from what you know. I'm not an expert at this. I'm basically showing you what some dumb schmuck who decided to take on one of these projects, and it's the first one he's ever done like this, is going to go through. And you're going to make mistakes, and just like I make mistakes, and you're going to find ways to fix those, just like I found ways to fix them. You notice I did a little bit of minor modification with a 28-ounce ball peen hammer, which rearranged things in a fine manner. So thank you again for watching. Pardon me while I get these damn arm things off, and stay tuned, and hope you enjoy what I put out. Have a great one, folks. Bye-bye. Okay, folks, that's it for this episode of BugeyeBob. I really appreciate you watching and hope that, like me, you've learned a few things in this episode. Please like, subscribe, and comment on this video and share it with others. You can help support this project by becoming a member at patreon.com/BugeyeBob in the link below. Patreon paid members get early access to the videos, and in the future will enjoy question and answer sessions and live streams. As this channel grows, future Patreon member benefits will include bonus or extended episodes, member names and credits, and the ability to suggest topics for future videos. You can follow this BugeyeBob restoration on YouTube and Facebook at the links below. Once again, thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing, and supporting this channel. And remember that sometimes the most important job you can do is a dirty, thankless job.